Why does being a Black girl trying to get your hair done oftentimes have to be such a traumatic, disrespectful, horrible, and just downright frustrating experience?
Have you ever gone to a hairstylist booking page and you were so excited to book your appointment? You've seen their work and you've been monitoring their booking site for a while. A slot finally opened up and you go and look at their rules and regulations and you see, come with your hair washed, come with your hair blow dried, come with your hair braided halfway, come with your hair done and bring me snacks. And no, you must tip. No, you can't have any guests. No, you can't be on the phone, but if I get a phone call, I will talk to them the entire appointment. No, you can't eat, but bring me food. No, you can't drink waters. Be thirsty. If you are 1 minute late, you will be charged 50% of the appointment, but if I'm 50 minutes late, so what?
Am I tripping or are we low-key regressing? Because these new Gen Z hairstylists, they're actually hanging on by a synthetic thread. Today we are talking about a topic that's been rubbing a lot of us the wrong way. Stylists who straight up refuse to do 4C hair or really any hair at all.
This right here is living proof that these hairstylists have actually lost their fucking mind. Not accepting 4C at this time. Bitch, is a curl pattern credit or debit to you? What the fuck? By the way, I don't know who this bitch is. I found it on Twitter, but huh?
And let's just say the internet has entered the chat. But before we get into it, hi, my name is Caroline, your internet bestie who loves to yap and use my love of commentary to give glory to God and uplift other women. In this space, everything we talk about is 100% opinion based, so if you agree or disagree with anything, leave a comment down below as I love learning and growing with and through you all. The TikTok salon era. So we've entered this era of Instagrammable salons and vibe check hairstylists. You know the aesthetic, the moody lighting, the R&B playing, the silk press ASMR, and the stylist doing hair in Yeezys talking about vibes only. Listen, I'm not mad at the glow up. I'm not mad at the content, the reasons why a lot of women are moving into this space. I love a cute space. But what's not cute is stylists making disclaimers like, no 4C hair. I only work with soft textures. Must come blow dried, detangled, and with your trauma healed. Oh yes, it's gotten to this point.
Like, girl, be so for real. Be so incredibly for real.
Why are you charging $350 for a wash and twist, but making people feel like a burden for having the hair that literally grows out of their head?
We are braiders. We ask y'all to come wash and blow dry for multiple reasons. The first one is,
So why does it cost so much? I'm washing my own shit. I'm blow drying my own hair. I'm purchasing my own hair so that we could get the braids going. I show up to your place, so I gotta drive there myself. You're about 15 to 20 minutes late, and I'm still about to cop out $450 for some knotless braids. After paying a $50 deposit to save my spot that you're late to, and that I cannot get refunded if I miss. So yeah, I suppose you're right. I wouldn't call a lot of you guys lazy. I would call a lot of you guys doing this nonsense scammers, because it's a scam.
It's giving anti-blackness. Sorry. Y'all know on this channel, we're gonna talk about it, and that's what we're gonna do.
Every time I see a video of someone with a looser curl pattern doing their hair, it's always people in the comments talking about, oh, my 4C hair can never, or if this is 4C, my hair is like 4D, or like something like that. And yes, I understand it's okay and completely normal to be frustrated with your hair. Publicly downplaying it is absolutely insane. I have 4C hair and I know, like, yeah, it takes a little bit more time to do it. But why are you guys acting like having 4C hair is like a disease or something? When you comment stuff like that, it's like you don't know who's gonna see that comment. And it may be someone who has no idea what 4C hair is or what that hair texture is. And for there to be so many negative stuff about it, it's giving that person like a preconceived notion of, oh, this hair type is bad. This could be someone who completely like has 1B hair, or it could be a younger person with 4C hair, like learning their hair texture and being like, wait, the hair texture I have is considered bad? I feel like nobody is mindful about what they talk about, and knowing that it could instill insecurities to younger people with 4C hair. 4C hair is not some curse or anything. Like, the time you're taking to comment those things, you could have already found out how your 4C hair can and will do that style. Like, I feel like comments like that make a cycle of people who won't like to learn about their hair or immediately assume I can't do anything with it and I have to like manipulate it or anything in a type of way, which is okay if you manipulate your hair, but thinking your hair is bad is the issue. So yeah, be mindful about what you comment, and you don't know who's gonna see it. So let's think here.
Texture discrimination is not new. Now let's be very clear. The erasure of 4C hair is not new. For decades, we've been fed the idea that good hair means looser curls, more shine, and less kink. According to a 2020 Dove study, Black women are 80% more likely to change their natural hair to meet social norms at work, and that starts young with salons, stylists, and yes, the media. We grew up in an era where growing up in the early 2000s, in the 90s, like where pressed hair, straighter hair, silky hair, perms, all of that was the norm. And this is not a topic getting into if you should be natural, permed, like do what you want to do with your hair. Do what you want to do with your hair. This is all about stylists and how they discriminate between hair texture, which is crazy to me.
I can't do it no more. Y'all's hair is extremely thick and then have the nerve to be tender-headed. That shit hurts my hands, my back, and no more 4C clients for me. I'm sorry. Now y'all know I'm just lying. How can you be a braider and don't do the hair that's meant to be braided? Like, I technically don't care what hair texture you have. Y'all know I do white, Hispanic, Asian. Y'all know I do everybody's hair, whether you got 3A, 3B, 3C, 4A, 4B, 4B, 4C. I don't really care. It can get braided down. I told y'all I'll braid a dog's fur if I could, if I was into that, you know. But no, it's really people out here that's talking about something they don't do 4C hair. But y'all have to realize, some of them might say that they don't do it because they don't know how to do it and they don't want to take your money, or they don't want you to do, or they don't want to give you a fucked up hairstyle and expect you to pay. So that's why they're just like, no, I don't do it. But how can you call yourself a braider if you can't do that hair texture? I'm just saying.
Just say you don't know how to work with black hair. Just say you don't know how to work with black hair. Because you can't call yourself a hairstylist but only know how to work with certain hair textures. Like, no, you're a certain hair texture hairstylist. 4C hair, the tightest and most fragile curl pattern, often gets the least amount of love. Not because it's difficult, but because people aren't taught to understand it, period. People are not taught to understand 4C hair. If you grew up in the early 90s and the 2000s, you were probably forced to perm your hair. You know, the natural hair movement didn't really start until the 2010s and up, and before that, everyone was getting, if you were a black girl, you were probably getting perms or you were getting your hair pressed, but that was like the norm. So 4C hair was always looked at something that was like, oh, it needs to be manageable. It needs to be calmed down. It's too much. Like, we don't know how to take care of this type of curl texture. So we're just going to like straighten it or burn it or fry it or put it away. And no, enough of that. In 2025, enough of that.
Come with me to get my hair done at an old school beauty salon and not by none of these new Instagram stylists. So as soon as I walk into the shop, warm welcomes and greetings. I love this place. It was decorated so nicely. Now, looking at the washing bowls, so many memories were coming back. I remember being a kid getting my hair done in salons just like this. And the stylist was so sweet, y'all. I knew I was at the right place when I looked up on the TV and soul food was playing. If you know, you know. Anyways, she has snacks for us to buy, and I really like that. We went ahead and got started on my hair. My hair is already brown, but I wanted a light brown or a little bit of a lighter brown because I have dark brown hair. I had to sit with the shower cap on for maybe 30 to 40 minutes. I don't really remember how long, but I could start seeing that brown coming through a little bit. So I started to get a little excited. But once she started rinsing it, I felt like I wanted it a little bit brighter. I couldn't really see the brown. She did tell me, though, that once my hair was dry, you'd be able to see the brown more. So she dried my hair just a little bit, and I still felt like that was not bright enough. So I said, can you add a little bit more? And she did. While that second bit of dye was in, she put me up under this steamer, and it was just steaming my hair, and honestly, it felt so good on my scalp. I sat up under there for probably about another 30 to 40 minutes. I really don't remember how long it took, but she did rinse it out again, and this is when things started to sink in, because you can really see that brown. Also, to add, y'all, when I booked this lady, I didn't have to pay a deposit. I called her on Friday, and she got me in on Saturday. I'm never booking through the link in somebody's bio again. Anyways, she goes ahead and she's just blow drying my hair. This is when she starts to blow dry and do the silk press. At one point, she told me to hold my ear, and I thought that was so funny because my grandma used to tell me that all the time. Next movie we were watching, Jump in the Broom. Y'all, we were talking, the conversation was good, and I honestly just loved the entire environment. She didn't hit me with that hey boo text at 10 a.m. And when I told her that I was going to be late, she said, girl, that's fine. Just come on in. She was really fast, but also very, very thorough. Look at the way she was going through my head. She did take some before pictures before she cut my hair. And then she just gave me her phone so I could send them to myself. I was feeling myself, y'all. Look at my hair. This is the final result, and it looks so freaking cute.
The too much work excuse. Here's the part that really kills me. When stylists say, I don't do 4C hair because it's too much work. First of all, you chose this career. Like, imagine a dentist saying, what? And second, 4C hair is not difficult. It's unique. It needs moisture, care, and education, not avoidance. But what happens when our hair type is never taught in cosmetology school, or when the only hair we see in promos is 3B to 4A curls? We create a generation of stylists who are booked and busy, but underprepared and biased. The mental load on clients. Now, let's talk about the emotional toll. Being told that your hair is too much isn't just inconvenient. It's a microaggression in a bonnet. It reinforces this unspoken hierarchy of texture that leaves 4C girlies at the bottom. Again, even on TikTok, the 4C hair content gets less engagement than looser curls. Creators like @NaturallyTemi and Shanique B Beauty have spoken out about this, saying that platforms favor marketable curls. Now, I don't 100% agree or subscribe to that, just because I know that I have a lot of 4C hair natural gurus on my FYP because that's the content I relate to, so I consume that. And a lot of people don't know, I actually started my YouTube channel years ago when I went natural. I wanted to be a natural hair, stylist. I was definitely in that wave of people going natural, like back in 2014. And I was like, oh, I wanted to make videos and encourage other women with similar hair texture to go ahead and big chop. Of course, you can tell I did not continue on down that path, but I've always admired it. And I've always admired people who do take the path because it is needed. It's influential, and young Black girls are going to see those videos and feel represented and feel seen. And it's important. We need to take up these spaces and we need to show our beauty. Whether America or whoever doesn't subscribe to it is not our problem. 4C hair should get the same amount of respect as every other hair texture. And I truly believe a lot of people don't like that because our hair defies gravity. Our hair is different. A lot of fine textures can be mimicked in different cultures, but 4C hair is the one texture that cannot be mimicked by any other culture but African culture. Like curly hair. Oh, you can have curly hair and be Hispanic. You can have curly hair and be Brazilian. You can have curly hair and be Irish, Scottish. You can have curly hair that is the same type of curl texture, but be from different backgrounds and different looks. 4C hair is the one hair texture that only subscribes, or 4A, 4B, 4C, only hair texture only subscribes to the African American or just African ethnicity. I feel like a lot of people don't like that because obviously not everybody can relate to it, which I understand. But at the same time, that doesn't mean that we're less than. Solutions and shoutouts. But like I mentioned, there is absolutely hope for us and for girls who are like me and you move to a new city, you're looking for hairstylists and you go on their booking page and you see all these crazy demands and you're just like, what?
If you're a hairstylist and you look like part-time, you could be an Instagram model, I'm not booking. Because I know I'm gonna get that hey boo text. If your hairstylist looks like she wants to be big on social media, yeah, you're gonna get hey boo, can you come tomorrow? And then the next day,
yeah. So when that lady says she needs somebody 40 and 50 and up, I just had a hairstylist tell me to wash my hair, it'll be $75 extra. So the old school people, I totally understand, because y'all just get outrageous. Off the wall stuff. What is up? They got you bleaching and plucking your own wig. What? Are you the hairstylist or me?
We're seeing more and more stylists dedicated to texture education. There are now 4C Hair boot camps, texture inclusive licensing courses, and content creators making tutorials for the people the industry forgets. The real girls are noticing, okay? We don't want perfection. We want patience and professionalism and respect. So to all the Gen Z hairstylists out there charging luxury level prices for basic courtesy, it's time to level up, because the next wave of beauty is inclusive, educated, and 4C friendly. But drop your thoughts below. Have you ever been rejected by a hairstylist for your hair texture, or had a bad salon experience because of your hair texture? Let me know. I definitely want to read your guys' comments and we can talk about it, because I have some experiences of my own. So comment down below. And don't forget to like and also subscribe if you like these types of videos. I really enjoy making these videos and just yapping about things that honestly, oh, that scared me. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and I love you guys, and I'll yap with you guys in the next video. Talk to you later, babes. Mwah.